Bliss-filled ices. Hope you're all having a great day so far. It's very early here on my side. Wherever you are, hope you're doing fantastic. Today we're here to do the daily PowRa for the fourth day of the week, which is representative of the archetype, planetary archetype Mercury. And Mercury being all about communications, your mental agility, your intelligence. Okay, the fourth day, the four vibration is all about foundation and structure and loyalty and culture and, roots, right? And the color therapy for today is yellow, yellow mellow. And yellow mellow is, yeah, it can be mellow, it could be yellow. It's like it's got a high point and a low point, like everything in this world. We live in the world of duality. And I always like to make a point about the color yellow represents your wisdom, innate wisdom. Using your higher mind is the best way forward, because you have the brain, and that's the mundane mind, but you also have the heart, which is the first mind. Okay, it resonates with your soul's knowing. And when you're dealing with your soul's knowing, you go within to find that truth. You usually cannot find it outside. You get inclinations and way showers outside, but the ultimate is going to be coming from you within. Okay, so yellow works well in tandem with, again, the mind, but the higher mind, the heart, and also the reflective energy, the number 7 energy. Okay, the aromatherapy for today is lavender, looking again at that higher heart, which is the mind, sorry, which is the heart, but the higher mind is looked at as the crown chakra, right? Lavender is a purple flower, so it resonates with, again, the crown chakra. Sorry, I muddled up there. I meant that lavender is the purple flower, and it resonates with the crown chakra, which is also purple essence. And when I speak of the higher heart, the higher mind, definitely I'm talking about the heart being the higher mind. But when you're looking at your crown chakra, it's not your brain, it is a higher octave of that still. So that's where the connection is. And the mineral therapy is Mercury. Okay. Yeah, sometimes seen as quicksilver. Mercury is can be lethal and very useful, like the mind, depending on how you use it, because it could fuck you up with a lot of doubts and fears, or if you use it intelligently, utilizing your heart, it can be great, fantastic, and excelling. Okay, today's numerological influence, we have, it is a 19 day, so 9 and 1 is 10 integration, right? And the 9 month is all about culmination, ending the old and starting the new. 2018, that 11 vibration is all about intuitive guidance, going within and getting the soul's knowing truth, not facts. And also about coming into greater standing relationships, okay, real partnerships that's going to be for your betterment, for your growth, okay, understanding what they look like and what they are, and how to cultivate that and work within that, okay. And altogether, the numerological influence is of a 3 vibration, okay. So it's all about creativity, it's all about expression, it's all about divinity, the socialite. When more than 1 or 2 is together, then there's divine essence there, right? So draw on that, work on that. That is magic. Also, the soul is in Virgo astrologically, and we also have the moon, or the mood, which is how, again, how we thinking, how we feeling, how we reacting to things around the circumstances, is moving from Sagittarius to Capricorn. Okay, so we're moving from the it's gonna be in Capricorn later on in the day. So it's like moving from the higher mind, adventurous spirit nature, to then be more anchored in our ambition. So it's a good transition from Sagittarius to Capricorn, because yes, we're checking the spirit side first and then the matter after, right? And actually this day we have before the mood moves into Capricorn, we have a harmonious trine with Sol in Virgo and the moon in Sagittarius. Okay, Virgo being the practical and the Sagittarius being of the higher mind. Again, it's like, and this whole month where we're culminating, we're seeing to what is not needed anymore and seeing again to what is needed and what we need to do more of. And this is what this trine reminds me of, like being practical about what we now understand spirituality to be, how it's not spooky and it's not anything how they painted it, and knowing that all religions are begot from spirituality, right? And then as we move into the Capricorn side of things in the mood, we realize how that can actually help and aid us in our ambitions and in our physical world. Again, understanding that spirit is first and matter is after, right? Using the higher mind, whether it's for your intuitive guidance for the purple octave or your innate guidance in the yellow vibration for your innate wisdom. Either or, you're going to be better off. Okay, let's have a look at the cards that we have today. We have Archangel Raphael come out again with resolution, which is beautiful. And then we have underneath the deck Archangel Metatron with jubilance. Okay, I haven't used it in a while, but these cards keep coming up all the time, like jubilance and resolution. We had that again yesterday, so that's the second time it's come out. But jubilance keeps popping out at the end of the deck, like it wants us to remind us of that. And I'm very much affiliated to Archangel Metatron, and yes, we still got Ganesha to 3 for the next few days until the weekend. I say about 22nd or 23rd. You know, Ganesha reminds us, and it's affiliated also to Metatron in my eyes. Ganesha is representative of innate wisdom again. Innate wisdom, that yellow vibration too. Innate wisdom, going within, being able to remove obstacles, which is another affiliation with Metatron as well. He's the remover of obstacles, clearer of the way. It's likewise Ganesha. I'm talking Ganesha, the elephant-headed deity in the Ayurvedic or Hindu traditions. And yes, bestows prosperity, because you know that when you go within, you get that source knowing, that source wisdom. Okay, and that will give you all the solutions that you need, help you realize your magnificence and the jubilance that you are and that you can attain, right? So going within begets more prosperity, and prosperity doesn't always have to mean riches. It could mean many other things: health, wealth, seeing yourself abundant, okay, having all that you need and want. And again, it doesn't have to always be a monetary thing, but that goes hand in hand. Of course, in this world, we need that moolah too, So let's read the cards real quick. Let's give us a reminder. So the unification between the soul of man and the soul of Mother Nature is beginning to take place after 400-year-old schisms created initially by the scientific establishment. In the early 17th century, a belief was posited that planet Earth was merely a lump of matter hurtling through space, and so Mother Nature was desacralized. Now the people of the planet are waking to the beauty and power of nature, both without and within, recognizing that the sensations of the body are also the flow of mother oceans and landscapes. In this icon, Raphael brings the warmth of angelic heart source forces, especially to you, drenching you in the harmonic of love. Have you been recently caught in conflict, resistance, or schismatic behavior? If so, gaze at the icon and identify the part of you that needs healing, and see healing as a movement back to wholeness. This means that eventually the two essential parts of you will be restored through Raphael's benediction. And in order to feel this angelic blessing, chant through the heart chakra to surround yourself with the intention of loving grace-filled resolution. Look on the heart sigil of this holy healer and special rays will pour through you. Yes, healing is a must, and we have to, and the universe is mental. So we have to heal our stinking thinking, the drudgery and the lack of faith. And, I love it when I'm just guided to do certain things and I don't even know why I'm doing it. And when I do it and I follow through, and then everything just pans out. Today, this is another one of our Andinkra collection, and this is Naim Nemti, and it says by God's grace, and it says trust the God within. Because yesterday we had by God's grace all will be well, and the upright root and aspire higher quote was faith without works is void or equals void. So you have to do the work, take the steps to get what you want. You put your desire, your request in, and follow through with the guidance that you are given alongside. And this one here talking about by God's grace, trusting the God within. It's like, yes, by God's grace, but don't look to the God outside of you. Know that there's a God within you, and you have to work and toward that. Okay. Likewise, in this, I talked about Mother Nature and us now realizing it's not just something just floating. It resonates with us. It affects us. The whole cosmos does. Okay. And knowing that we have to check ourselves. You can be you can be a God in many forms. That's why I don't call the infinite one God, because God is not the highest title. Most humans are gods, even to animals, in comparison to animals. But what kind of God are you? Are you good of are you a God of truth, or are you God of facts? I mean, ascertain who you truly are and work your shit, and not even just work your shit. I mean, check your shit too. Because sometimes we can be in a higher state, but we have these little inklings and stuff, and it's like, yo, you need to check that. And the way we think is a big thing. We definitely have to check that. And healing is a must to heal those thought patterns. See the resolution, see the solutions instead of the problems. Focus on expecting the best and not feeling drudgery. Don't negate your experiences, but know that thereafter you can work it to work to your best deed. Okay. Jubilance. And jubilance, Metatron's heart sigil wants you to gaze at the heavens, whether this be at a sacred geometry of the Gothic chapel ceiling seen in the icon, or to examine the infinite and exquisite balance of the firmament. The ceiling is a reflection of this star-filled ocean around us in the cosmos. The flowing dimensions are rich with an alchemic force, wishing us to feel uplifted, and allowing us to feel jubilance, spreading through each aspect of our lives, so that we may surrender to being grace-given and grace-led. The gatekeepers of the mystical pathway are awe and joy. And when we feel these states flowing through us, we become full of jubilation. Contemplate on how much jubilation you have in your life. And if little exists, pour into the veils of the infinite belief in your everlasting soul, and the angels will assure you, and you will be immediately reminded of all that is rich within your spirit. Chant "Ooh" through the sacral chakra to bring divine elixir pouring into you from the top to the toe. Yes, jubilation is all about feeling light, feeling joy, feeling awe-filled, And I always say life is awe-filled, like children are awe-filled, like they're full of awe. Sometimes awful, but a lot of times awesome. We have that balance. And just even saying that is getting me all elated. And yeah, find something in your world that fills you up like that, you know? find what makes you your spirit dance, your spirit sing. My thing is singing and dancing. Like and my children were just messing about and going to the beach and walking in nature and being in love. Those are my things that feed my spirit. What is it for you? Like we have to differentiate, we have to decipher. It's not going to be the same for everybody. There's some things that just make you feel like, you're on top of the world. Like do it, but and forget anybody else. Like, cause I know my neighbors get pissed off when my music's blazing. I'm just singing out loud and they're boom, 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 bam. But they've had their time when they did that shit as well. When I wasn't really in there like that. And now that I'm doing it, it's like and I feel the energies of the people around. I live in a complex, so but it doesn't happen all the time. But when I get it in, and I love it. It's a good thing, and I hope to be uplifting to others. And I feel like I do. I get vibrations coming through that draw in because of it all. But we can't stop and negate ourselves when we looking for that jubilation and those resolutions, because being in your zenith, being in your lightness, your awesomeness brings those resolutions. Okay. So don't stop yourself because of others. If it's going to bring those jubilation, okay, we'll be compassionate, not compassionate, considerate. Yeah, compassion, considerate. But I'm not going to stop blazing my tunes because I don't keep it for the whole day, a few hours here and there. And yeah, I sing at the top of my lungs. Sometimes it be crackling this shit, but hey, the music's soothing to the eye. Maybe I need to go into a studio. But yeah, no, I mean, do your thing. Find your thing, and work with it. Let it move you. And for the Trust Your Vibes card this day, we have Get a New Story 41, which is 5. It's all about changes, okay? Breaking away from the status quo, breaking paradigms, right? Get a new story. You don't have to be the old and tried and tested, okay? Be free to be a whole new you. Don't be wrong and strong. Like, if you know that what it was before is not working for you now, it's not like soothing you now, it's not moving you now, like stop, rewrite your part, you know? Take time to figure out what it is that you do want and grow that, cultivate that, what is actually true to you. Because it takes time. Because I remember, I feel like I had my awakening about 2010. Oh well, I think it was 2008 actually. Yeah, and I went through a stage where I just had to break all the paradigms, and I realized to myself like I had a false confidence. I had a false confidence because I thought I knew myself, I had all my friends, my family, everything was cool, respected, had loads of all of these things, but it wasn't true. And it wasn't like I was faking. No way. It's very much still a core of me. But it wasn't all of me. And I thought that was it. And then getting this new story, like everybody looking at you like, wow, you've changed, and wow, everything's different. I was like, yeah, it's a new day, baby. Change is good. Let's survive in bubble. So don't be afraid to break the paradigms. Yes, and I was even having a discussion with this sister in yesterday. Like a lot of people get stuck in what was and be afraid to then move into the new, and that is stagnating. It's not conducive generally. And we have this thing where there's this one song Dex adapts. It's called 7-Eleven. I've been looking for that song. I thought it was D major, but and that's not the way I get down, right? But it's I like the song. I like the concept of it. It's like no matter what people are telling you, like it doesn't matter if they want to cuss you off for being whatever. I'm gonna be that one that lifts you up for that same whatever. Don't worry about that. I see you, I feel you differently, and that's what's important. It's not what everybody else is saying. It's not what everybody else is saying. Because not everybody else is understanding, not everybody else is me. They don't see it like how we do, they don't feel like how I do, And it's okay. It's like the same with the veganism. I know there's a lot of people that are really not thriving on the vegan diet lifestyle. It really is a diet. I see that, but I like to diet to make it to. It should be a lifestyle, a way of eating style. But I see that a lot of people are not really thriving on the veganism, and they feel it, but they will negate it. They'll be like, no, I mean, everybody says it's fine, and this is what we'll be doing, and it just seems like the right way, but in your hearts of hearts, you feel it. It's not 110%. There's certain things missing. Don't be afraid to break down paradigms. You'd be better off for it. You may be ridiculed for a minute. You may be looking like a fool for a minute, but that is okay. Okay? Because as long as you're moving with your souls, knowing you'd be better off in the long run. Don't kill yourself for society. That's what the number 5 is also very much affiliating, representing of. You know, breaking the status quo, not following, but leading, being adventurous, being carefree. Okay? It's also it's ruled by Jupiter, and you know Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and it's all of that adventurousness, that being of the spirit first, of the higher mind, and then putting it down to the mundane. Okay, move that back, please, baby. Okay, right. It's 41, and yeah, find the solutions. Look to the problem. Don't look to the problems, but look to the solutions, right? And find what makes you feel good, what makes you feel joy, what makes you feel bliss. Today's tarot message, we have the 7, this one came out first, the 7 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. Yes. All right, so the 7 of Pentacles is looking at, you know, you're looking at your investments, what you've been building, and the 7 again is correlating to the yellow vibration and the reflective energy going within to beget the wisdom. So you're looking at the physical aspects of life and you're checking it, okay? And the wisdom entails that, yes, true love is what it's all at, what it's all about, what is most important, okay? That kinship, that reciprocity, that lovers and friends, the healing aspect of it, for healing the oneness to make that union or the companionship, meaning that you have to heal yourself first of your stinking thinking, maybe, okay, of your mundane brain thinking, instead of and then moving with your heart's knowing, okay, and then coming together, you heal the world. It's a twin flame dynamic right there. Okay, and yes, and these romance angels like were cracking me up today because my guides keep giving me my personal message, and I was like, okay, cool, let's get the collective message now. And usually we only get 1 or 2 these days, but these ones wanted to come out, like, well, 3 of them. So the first one we got is this one here. Thank you. It's getting to know each other, and says as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And then we have this one here. Thank you. Wedding. And it says this situation involves marriage. Okay. And then we had this one pop out, and I was like, yeah. I said, yes, this is your soulmate. Yeah, because we don't usually get 3, right? At least not lately. So again, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Being open with yourself, you know, being true to yourself helps another really get to know who you are. Okay. Rather than you know, again, going with the status quo or going with the tried and tested. Okay, it's good to be adventurous. It's good to be carefree. You don't have to hold yourself back for things. And wedding, with that comes, again, because we have here, stop pulling like that, baby, don't do that. We have here the 2 of Cups. This is the ultimate complementary. And definitely you want to get married to your ultimate complementary. Otherwise you'll be getting married and getting married and getting married, you know. So this situation involves marriage, and most likely you may have been married in a past life. You may have been married or connected in this life. But it's a soulmate, and soulmate could mean also twin flame. It could mean also a life partner, which is a twin soul. I said, yes, this is your soulmate. So it's definitely a high vibrating relationship for you. Okay, and those high vibrating relationships, they're supportive. They are nurturing. They help you grow. They are fulfilling. They are evolving. Okay? Be playful. Have fun. You know? Full joy. Don't need all these cards, baby. We've already got them. I just wanted to look at this one because this was underneath the deck for trusting your vibes as well. Play. enjoy. Be in the now, be present, check your feelings as they come right now. Don't let your mind, your head rule your heart.
No, a horse.
Yeah, it is a horse. Maybe a unicorn. You see something there sticking. Yeah, so don't let your heart be quietened by your mind, your overactive mind. Keep calm and cool and collected. Be in the now, have fun. Okay. Find the solutions. Don't look to the problems. Be present, be in the now, have more fun, and those solutions will come. Be in the awe, the filledness of life. Okay? Do reflect. Check your isms and schisms. Regulate that. Much love all. Peace. Have a beautiful day. And yes, I will be coming in with this